Here are the tests on my 1965 Southern Porcelain toilet. It is set to the unusually high water level, which is also level with the top of the original flush valve. Usually they say that you should leave a little under an inch below the overflow top, but I guess Southern Porcelain didn't really care about that. So anyway, I'll show you guys a flush, and then let's see how it does on tests. The flush is nice. It looks like it wouldn't have great bowl clearance, but it's pretty good. It's also a little bit long. First, let's see if it can take a washcloth. As far as I'm aware, this toilet has no mineral buildup. I had another one from 1968 that I did some tests on a couple years ago, and that one had minerals in it, so now I'm glad to finally have one without minerals. I think it will pass perfectly. As expected, it did perfectly, and the bowl refills itself too. So now for the next test, let's see if it can take a grocery bag. CGL Plumbing has one of these toilets, and his seems to be a great performer, so I think it'll do well. It did perfectly. Awesome. Now, let's see if it can take the washcloth and the grocery bag together. I'm not so sure about this. I think it might pass, but the trapway opening is a little bit small, so I don't know for sure. If it had taken it at a slightly different angle, it looks like it could have gone through. It also looks like it might be able to pull it through by itself if I give it another flush. Weird siphon. Yeah, that was a fail. So I'm going to go ahead and try that again once the tank refills, and hopefully we'll get a better result this time. It didn't do quite perfectly since it didn't refill the bowl all the way. I guess I don't really know if I can blame it for that because it took that with little to no struggle. So even though it used more of the water in the flush than the tests usually do, I don't think that I should take any points off for that. I think that did great. Many toilets can't even pass that at all. Now let's see if it can take a dish towel. Even though it did well on that last test, this dish towel is pretty darn big, so I think it will clog. Well, I guess that sets it up to try again. I don't think it'll do much differently, but it's worth a shot. That tank will fill up pretty soon, and I'll be right back. Yeah, I think it's just too big to go down. And there wasn't enough water in the tank to make it siphon. So I think that sometimes the dish towel is just too big, and this is one of those times. Doesn't make it a bad toilet, but I've seen some pass it before. So overall, I would say this toilet is a good performer. It's better than the majority of toilets I test, I'm pretty sure, because I can remember a lot of times seeing that washcloth and grocery bag clog up the toilets. It did clog this one, but it took it on the second flush, or on the second test, I guess, since I had to help it through the first time. So now, let's see if it can take dirt. I'll be using ash for the bowl rinse, since the dirt is too wet, and I missed some on this side. And I'll be using regular dirt for the bowl clearance. So now we can see how that does. I'm kind of skeptical about the bowl clearance. I know the rinse is going to be bad, but I don't know how this will do. I guess we'll find out together. It looks like it did really well. Let's check the sides. The rinse is a lot better than I thought. I'm impressed. I'm gonna flush it real quick and show you why I thought the rinse was gonna be bad. See how those jets just point out into the bowl? I thought that was gonna cause it some problems, but it didn't. I guess the new ones just aren't as good. When I say new, I mean later versions of the Southern Porcelain or whatever VHP is. So I would say this toilet is definitely suitable to install. It would be interesting if I didn't already have an awesome toilet already. I said already twice, didn't I? But anyway, that is all for these tests. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe and turn on notifications. It helps my channel a lot and I really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and see you guys in the next video.